I often get asked as to why I do not have a store, or why are my stuff not available elsewhere apart from my social media accounts. Well, I'll tell you why today. The thing is, when I started what I do now, I was very politely refused. I was told that my stuff cannot be showcased in various stores owned by other people because I wasn't well known. I haven't participated in any fashion shows and nobody knows about me, and they stock only well known designers. I was hurt, but I said, well, that's fine. I'll just go along doing what I do, and I'll use my Instagram account and my Facebook, Pinterest, Tumblr, and Twitter to showcase my work and see what comes along. And over the years, that's exactly what I have done. Interestingly, a few years ago, I think 2 years ago, there's a very well-known store in London that contacted me and said, we are interested in stocking your stuff. That was the same store that had very politely refused to stock my stuff when I had approached them, but for some reason they thought then at the time, after 2 years, my stuff was good enough and I was worthy enough to be a part of the store. I just thought, you know what, it's a good opportunity. Well, let's go for it. So I was in London and I met them, and we agreed to start with 10, 12 pieces, and I sent them the stock, and they made a sale in 2 weeks' time. And then one evening at around 7 o'clock, I remember very vividly, I was having my dinner and my phone rang, where my account manager from the store, she called me and she said, Ayush, is this a good time to talk to you? And I said, yes, of course. And I thought, she would be wanting more stock, and I thought, well, that's good, it'll be exciting. But instead, what she said to me is, Ayush, we've just come out of a meeting, and unfortunately we have decided that we are not going to stock you any longer, because apparently some other A-listed designer has shown grave concern that if my stuff is stocked by the store, they will not stock their stuff with the store anymore, and they can't afford to lose that A-listed designer. And the reason, the designer doesn't want my stuff to be stocked at their store because the designer feels that my stuff is a blatant copy of what he or she is doing. And I was completely taken aback, and I was very sad, I was very angry, I was very hurt, and I didn't know what to say to her at the time. I felt really insulted, embarrassed, and in my head I was thinking, well, have I really done something that I shouldn't have done? And I said, you know what, that's fine, let's just call it quits. And I hung up, and I was so sad for days to come. And at that point I said, you know what, forget it. I am never ever gonna go and get my stuff available through any other store, because it's quite insulting. And secondly, I don't want to pay them 30% commission, because it doesn't make any sense. Yes, my sales are not as good as it could be. Yes, commercially maybe I could have earned a bit more money, but no, that would hurt my ego. So I've decided I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. One day, God forbid, God willing, if I have enough money and I can open a store of mine, and I have the resource, the money, the willingness to do that, I'll do it. But until then, no, I am not going to do it. So that's the reason I don't have a store. As for the website is concerned, that's another story. The thing is, I am a one-man shop, or a one-man enterprise. I do everything myself. I really don't have the time to maintain a website, and more so, it takes away the one-to-one interaction that I have with my clients. By having a website, I will not be able to communicate with you guys. I won't be able to talk to you guys. So yes, commercially I might be missing the track, but then I'm telling a story, and my story will not be narrated through anybody else. It has to come, to you through me. So that's the reason I don't have a website and a store. And I'm really, really sorry, guys. I understand it's a right pain in the butt to make purchases through WhatsApp and social media, but please, please, please bear with me. I am trying my level best to do what I can. I know it's not ideal, but well, in the real world, nothing is ideal. I do hope you guys continue to shower your love and support as you all have been till now, and God willing, in the near future, everything might change. But I hope that has answered the question that constantly keeps coming my way. I can do it without a store and a website, and you guys need to support me on it. Thank you very, very much.